So we got two movie announcements that were not really long enough for me to talk about, but I thought I'd cram them both together into one video, because that's what I do sometimes. And we got an announcement. One was sent to me by my friend Jason, and this one I stumbled across when I was just combing through social media. And I didn't really have enough to talk about either of them as a whole, so we're going to just talk about it now. Starting off with the news of Don Mancini has announced that he will be making a new Chucky film. Now, a couple things. The thing is like the Chucky TV series has been going strong for a while. Like it has been going very strong. It's been, it's been doing banger numbers for the most part, and this could go either. Like, this is what I think the Chucky movie is going to be. Like, this is what I think the next Chucky, the new Chucky movie is going to be about. I think it is going to be the wrap up to the show. It's going to be like Serenity was for Firefly, where it's basically the end of the series. It's basically the series finale done as one big movie. Because Don Mancini, outside of the original, outside of the remake, excuse me, has basically shepherded the film since, like, fucking day one. Like, he has shepherded it and taken care of it long after everyone else in the creative crew, past Child's Play, stopped giving a flying fuck about it. So, yeah, I find that I find that fascinating that Mancini has stuck with this character, and he's also basically, built a family out of it. Like, he's basically built a family. Basically, he's created the Mancini mob, where Mancini has basically got Brad Dourif, his daughter, Jennifer Tilly, all of the creative staff and whatever have all, like, been loyal to Don, have been loyal to Mancini for since ever. And I find that fascinating. I really do. So I am excited for a new Chucky film. Now, the big thing is we don't know if this is going to be on Sci-Fi. All I know is it's a movie. All it is a new Chucky film, and we don't know if it's going to be on the Sci-Fi channel or if it's going to be on big screen. I think Chucky has enough pull that you can do it as a big screen. I honestly think you can do enough. You can have enough pull with the character where you can make it a big screen film. But the thing of it is, I don't think everyone's watched Chucky, so I think it's probably going to be for Sci-Fi. I think it's going to be for the Sci-Fi channel or direct to video or direct to Blu-ray, whatever the hell viewing thing we use now for physical media. So that might be the case, but that's what I think is happening. That's what I think is happening, is that this Chucky film will wrap up the Chucky series, and then we'll move on to something else, if Mancini wants to. But, yeah. Now, the other thing, just going to throw this wild card out real quick. I'm going to toss out this wild card real fast, and, just stay with me. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was the Chucky-Megan thing, Chucky versus Megan thing, that Mancini was kind of teasing? Wouldn't that be, I know, like, it's probably going to be like, Chucky versus Megan's probably going to be like a teaser for the new season or something like that. But wouldn't it be crazy, because he did say, like, if there was any chance of a Chucky versus Megan film or a collaboration between the two, Mancini was just got all coy and was like, stay around, stay tuned, you might see something. So wouldn't it be insane if that was what it was? Wouldn't that be so fucking crazy if he was working on Chucky versus Megan? I mean, it's probably not, don't get me wrong, it's probably not going to be Chucky versus Megan, but wouldn't it be the coolest damn shit if he somehow kept a lid on it and then revealed, oh yeah, I'm writing and directing Chucky versus Megan. Probably not, he'd probably write it, and I'm not saying he's a bad director, but I'm sure Jason, like everyone at Blumhouse, would be like, nah, Mancini, you don't get to direct it. We'll pick a director. We're going to pick the director of Night Swim to do your script, to direct your film. Because that's what would happen, and you all know it. But yeah, I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just throwing that out as like a wild card. I think it's going to be more of end of the series kind of film. Now, let's get on to the other thing, the other matter at hand. another film got announced of a book that I'm very excited, and I knew was going to get a film at some point. And when I saw it, I was like, "Yay!" But then I saw who was behind it, and went, "Aw!" It was like eating spearmint gum. Yay! Aw. So that book becoming a movie in question is Primitive War. For those who don't know what Primitive War is a dinosaur horror novel set in 1968 during the Vietnam War, where essentially a squad called Vulture Squad is sent into a undiscovered valley to find a missing platoon of Green Berets who went into this valley and have now kicked up some nasty shit with some dinosaurs. And not just any kind of dinosaurs. I'm talking paleo-accurate dinosaurs. Yes, that's what one of the best parts of this novel is that it's paleo-accurate dinosaurs. It literally makes the whole thing of feathered raptors, feathered Utah raptors can be scary. People always saying, "Your feathered raptor can't be scary." That's what you sound like when you do that. Because have none of you motherfuckers have seen a cassowary even in a zoo or in a nature documentary and thought, "I do not want to fuck with that thing"? Yeah, imagine that with claws twice the size, almost the size of a BMW, and wants to kill you, and could possibly, oh, by the way, it could maybe and theoretically mimic your voice. That's a theory that's been thrown out, and I really like that theory of raptors had a vocalization that they could copy other dinosaur sounds, and theoretically, like how some parrots and other birds can mimic people's voices. Yeah, think on that. So that's basically the whole thing, is that it is paleo-accurate dinosaurs that really makes me happy. Why they're in Vietnam, I'm not going to say why that is. It's like, imagine if Predator and the Lost World, the original novel, not the Jurassic Park one, were put together. It's a great story. But now we come to the aw part, because I saw the creative team behind this movie so far. It's the director. The highest thing he's done was a movie called Old School. Trisha Helford is the only actress that has the highest number. Trisha Helford from, of course, Battlestar Galactica, and the writers have only done have done a few movies with some success, but nothing too major. So it's a very mid film. But then again, you can't really expect. I don't every movie has the capacity to be good. Let me rephrase this. Every movie has the capacity to be good. But right now, this kind of looks like something like a higher budget Asylum film. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what the feeling I'm getting so far from it. Hopefully that won't be the case, and hopefully, it will actually be good. And who knows how far this project is along it is. They said it will be for a 2025, late 2025, 2026 release. Alright, let's see what happens. I would imagine a 2025 release date. So, yeah, Primitive War. If you haven't checked that book out, I highly recommend it. It's a great dinosaur horror novel, and if you were a fan of Predator or Dog Soldiers, imagine that, but with dinosaurs instead. There are some brutal kills in there. People get, especially when they bring in, the pterosaurs, the Asdarkids, which are basically Quetzalcoatlus, Hesagopteryx, those giant giraffe-sized motherfuckers that would... They're horrifying. There are T-Rexes and even scary herbivore scenes, too. It really is very reminiscent of the Jurassic Park horror from the novels. It's really cool. So there you go, guys. You guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this announcement for the Chucky film, as well as if there's any fans of Primitive War, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.